However, we have updated to 1.15 finally. Oh, I've angered him. Sorry, buddy. I'm so sorry. I didn't want to kill you. Oh, they poisoned you too, huh? I think it turned out pretty good. We won't be spending a lot of time in here, so I didn't put too much work into it. So I just experimented. Maybe in the end I didn't like the trapdoors, so I would remove it and end up going back to the dark oak and the spruce here. Hello everybody, welcome to the 4th episode of the Let's Play series. My name is Sylviv, but you can call me Spencer. We're friends. As always, thanks so much for watching and supporting. Let's jump into it. Now, as you saw in the time-lapse, we finished the boat here. And we actually I saw this right before I hit record. Why would he spawn up there? Or like, how did he even get up here? Does he have anything good? Bucket of pufferfish, but not really. That's so funny. I haven't seen anything like that before. So yeah, the boat is finished. I just wanted to get it out of the way because it was sitting half finished for quite a while here. So I'll just quickly walk through here as it starts to rain. Here will be all our loot and stuff, although these are all empty. However, we could utilize the storage if we wanted to. However, I think we've accumulated too many items at this point, so we would need more barrels than what we have here. But other than that, I didn't really know what to put in this area, so it just got left like this. There's actually an area below here, which is empty, but maybe this could be utilized as something. I don't think I really use this boat too much, but it is an option. We could use it for something if need be. There is another room right at the front here that I put a buried treasure map in because I think that just looks awesome with the little, the cross hatching and whatnot. And really other than that, that's the whole boat. Now I do like how this build turned out. However, it is important to always critique your own stuff. That way you know where to improve in the future. So really my only critiques on this one would be the sails and as well as this canopy back here. So I don't really like the shape. I don't know what I would replace it with. Maybe just like something not cloth at all would look better, but I think it definitely just dips too far down there and it's a little too smooth, if that makes sense. And while the sails aren't bad, I actually don't mind them too much, but what I think I would have done instead is instead of having them go the opposite way from the deck, I think I would rather have them facing parallel with the deck and be more of a triangle shape than a crescent shape, I guess that would be, a half circle. Because we'll be spending most of our time on the island and that's where we'll view it from, I think it would look best if it was facing this way. So I might end up changing that, but I think for now we'll leave it because while it doesn't look awful, it is something we could improve on. And I see I missed a block right there. I'll have to fix. So yeah, other than that, we haven't done anything else. However, we have updated to 1.15 finally. I was a little hesitant to update to 1.15 just because of my editing style. I have to utilize quite a bit of client-side mods and stuff. For example, like the replay mod, but now that it's been official that they're not going to be actively updating it, they might give it off to someone else to update, but in the meantime, it's a little up in the air if it'll be updated or not. I decided to update anyways and find a new mod to make time lapses and stuff because of the uncertainty if and when the replay mod will be updated. So now that we're updated to 1.15, we may as well explore some of the features. So I thought, why don't we go gather some hives? From my understanding, you need to use campfires and put them under the hive and then collect it with Silk Touch. Now these chunks aren't loading too quickly for some reason, but I am gonna have to travel a little while to get to new chunks. I traveled about 4,000 blocks away, so I think these should be newly generated chunks. Alright guys, I found one. Now, I was flying and my elytra broke because I don't have unbreaking on it yet. So as I was looking for one, I ended up walking about like another 1,000 blocks and I was just killing mobs on my way to repair it. So like that is a decent way to repair it. So that's why my inventory is full of like steak and cooked pork chop and stuff. Now, you should be able to do this. Now, does it visually change at all when you do this? Now, I want to get bees too. So, if I do that... Ooh, we lag a bit. Oh, I've angered him. Sorry, buddy. I'm so sorry. I didn't want to kill you. Oh, they poison you too, huh? So this should have bees in it, maybe? No? Oh, another angry one. I'm sorry. Well, I don't know if this has bees in it or not, so... I'm gonna keep looking for another one. Oh, here's a couple guys. Maybe we can get them in it. Now, I think they go in the hive when it's nighttime, so maybe it's midday. Maybe we'll wait for that or wait till I visually see these guys head in there. Okay, so I think I got it. Well, I got an advancement that says move a bee with 3 bees inside. So this hive must have 3 in it. I was breeding them while I was waiting, so I think there might be a baby or 2 in there. Now, the only thing I'm worried about is when I put it down, are the bees inside going to be angry? Because when I broke it, 1 bee did attack me, even though I had a campfire under it. So I'm not too sure, but let's head back. Now, hopefully my light's just going to make it. 5,000 blocks? I don't know. Hopefully, but I don't think it will. But yeah, we'll head back to home and we'll see. Come on, chunks, load for me. We'll head back and we'll see what happens when we put it down. All right, so we made it back and just after I landed, I went to take off again and my elytra broke. So we just made it back, really. Now, I'm thinking I'm gonna put the bee's nest over it. That guy's still there. I'm gonna put the bee's nest over in one of these trees for the meantime. I don't really have a plan for it at the moment, but I think we'll throw it in one of these. Maybe this one. We'll just put it there. How's that look? That works for me, and we'll make sure the bees can get out. Are the leaves in the way? I'm not sure, and maybe while we wait, we should throw down some flowers just so they actually have something to do over here. A nice, pretty little garden here. Amazing. So I'm thinking that the leaves are maybe in the way. So let me put down a campfire. Try to do this the safe way. Let me just throw in my magnet here. I don't want to get them angry at me, but well, let's put it there. Okay, he came out. No angry eyes. So 1, I just want to make sure we have at least 2, and then we can also start breeding them. There we are. Okay, so let me get the sunflower out, and we'll breed you and you. Wait. You. Do you want one? Did I give you one? Okay, well, let's maybe try you. Oh, I did breed 2 while I was waiting for them to go in the hive. Maybe those other 2 are on cooldown, so I'll have to wait to do that. Now, I see this looks like it's full. How do I actually get the honey out? So, you can see I removed the hive from there because I think I'm going to put it right here. And I've also grabbed some redstone materials because I'm going to automate this. Now, I think we'll have room to make some sort of cellar back here where we'll be able to hook up the redstone and chests to collect the honey bottles. So I think if I put the bee's nest here and have a comparator, where are they? There they are, coming out of there. So that'll put a redstone signal into this block. So therefore, we should be able to hide all our redstone beneath it. And I want to make sure the bees will come out of there. And I'm going to have to dig an area underneath the building here for the cellar. All right, so they are going to pop out of there, which is awesome. So let me head down here and figure out what kind of dimensions we're working with. Let me find where that, let's see, there should be, oh, yeah, there's the wood post. So we kind of want to stay within those boundaries. So there's the other, oh, there's the floor. So we kind of have an area like this, which I think will be definitely more than enough room. We can fit all the redstone in back here and just have a couple chests. I'm going to dig it a bit farther down, however, so let me go ahead and do that. So maybe we'll have 9 chests, or I'll put some upside down stairs there and then put down the chests here. That way you can still open the top ones with the stairs. There we are. So that should be more than enough storage, I feel. I don't know actually how efficient these are, so maybe this will fill up real quick, or maybe it'll take forever to fill up. For the entrance, it's gonna be probably here, and we'll probably just use ladders covered by a trapdoor, something simple. Since it is on the back of the building here, we'll really never be back here, so I don't think we'll see it too often. Really just whenever we need to come down here. So then let's add a dispenser behind it. This will be also visible on this surface. It'll be the dispenser and the comparator, but that'll give us easy access to the dispenser to throw in our glass bottles. And the comparator faces into this glass block, which will be able to pull a redstone signal out from beneath it. So we'll need 5 redstone dust, because once the hive is ready for harvesting, this will be powered all the way. So we'll have it face into a block, and then we'll have a repeater pull the power out of it and power this block, which should power the dispenser here. So by default, I believe the honey bottles will go into an open spot in the dispenser. But since we're going to fill this up with glass bottles, we'll add some hoppers, because we'll want these to go into our chests over here. Alright, so just some droppers on top of the hoppers just to help with some lag. So all that's left is just cover up this hole we have made. And maybe we'll add a couple more leaves just to kind of hide the redstone. But I'm not really too worried about seeing it. Alright, how's that look? Maybe a couple more down into the flowers here. And there we are. So we'll grab some more glass bottles to fill that up. And there we go. So this should be fully automatic now. All that's left is to finish up this cellar. Alright, so let me show you how the basement turned out here. I think it turned out pretty good. We won't be spending a lot of time in here, so I didn't put too much work into it. And obviously I need a couple more honey blocks to fill that crate there, as well as this tall one here. But was just waiting for the honey bottles. So yes, I guess this project is now done. This guy is loud over here. What do you trade? Podzol. And I think that's the little touch it needed. Okay, perfect. So I will continue breeding these bees up a little bit. I guess probably 6 would be enough. Right now I think we have 4 or 2 babies, so maybe 5. But I'll breed them up some more, and I think let's just jump on to the next project here. Alright, I am going to interrupt here to say, if you're liking the episode, please do show your support by leaving a like on the video, and if you're not subscribed already, do consider subscribing for more content like this. Alright, let's carry on. Alright, so as you saw, we took all the items out from our cave entrance, and I have put them temporarily over here. Now I still have to go through and organize all these chests, which I'm going to do in a second, but that frees up the area over here to start working on our mine entrance, as well as continue working on the area over here, and it gives us enough room over here to kind of make what I'm planning. So yeah, for the meantime, this is going to be our storage. Now, like I said, I am going to organize it. So stuff we have in bulk, like stone or netherrack and stuff, I'll probably put in a single chest. And then if we have more than a chest, I will just put some more chests behind it. So we know, okay, all those in a row or a netherrack. So that way it's at least semi-organized. In the future, we are going to be building a... I can't make that jump. We are going to be making a automatic sorter and everything, but that's not going to be for a while because I want to hang out on this island for a little bit, but I don't really have anything planned on this island for storage. So we'll kind of leave it like this. We might end up having to move it again in case I plan to build something here, which I'm sure I will, but I'll cross that bridge when we get there. Alright, so we're all organized now. You can see the block to the left is corresponding to what's inside of it. This one's just a mixture of all the 3 stone types, gravel, blah, 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 etc., etc. I've also reduced the amount of animals we have here. The cows, just because now we're mostly eating golden carrots, so unless I need to get a bunch of leather, we don't really need cows, but I want to keep a couple in case we do need leather. The sheep, because we're done the ship, we don't need that much wool at the moment. We are going to set up an automatic wool farm at some point here, so we don't even need to shear sheep. But for the meantime, I just reduced the numbers because they were so loud. They're a lot quieter when there's only 4 of them. So next, I think let's start our work on the mine here. We don't have much time, so we probably won't get too much done today, but we can at least start. So the last time I built a mine shaft, there weren't any lanterns in the game, and there wasn't any stone slabs or stairs. So for lighting, I had to really rely on hidden lighting, which we'll probably still use a bit, but because we have lanterns, they'll definitely fit into the theme of this build a lot more. So that's definitely an option we can use. And with the stone slabs and stairs, we can definitely get a lot more organic with our shapes of the mine shaft. Where before, if you want to do anything like smoothing it out, you would have to use cobblestone or just leave it jagged like that with the full block. But with the use of stairs and slabs, we can definitely make it look a lot more unique. And I think I'll grab some andesite as well because we can mix that in, especially since it has stairs and slabs as well. Alright, and this is the progress update. There's still lots to do, like I haven't even started inside here, but for the entrance, this is coming along fairly nicely. So at the start of the mine, you would have some workstations and tools generally, so this is what this area is. We do have a hidden torch back here for some hidden lighting, as well as a lantern here, but the torch back there just gives a faint glow from behind the furnace, which is nice. I mixed in some andesite to the floor. I'm thinking I'm gonna mainly keep it in the floor. I got some on the wall here, but I think for the most part, I'll keep it as the floor because it just looks a little more worn down than the stone without going all the way to cobblestone. I feel like cobblestone changes the color. It's a lot darker and texture a little too much. But the andesite works well as a substitution. You can see we have some cobblestone back here. I think I'm gonna keep cobblestone mainly for the more rougher bits. So you can see we have a lot of jagged pieces here and in and outs. And I think that looks pretty good. Now, hopefully from those clips, you saw how important it is to experiment. You saw originally these were spruce and dark oak, and then I tried the trapdoors here. And since the trapdoors are so much darker than the dark oak that I had, I thought I'd switch it over to spruce and see how that looked. And then the spruce ended up being too bright for the spruce log, so I switched it out to oak here. So I just experimented. Maybe in the end I didn't like the trapdoors, so I would remove it and end up going back to the dark oak and the spruce here. But you don't know till you try. And hopefully you saw a lot more of that experimentation with just even placing all these stairs and slabs. Another example, up here, I'm seeing this looks really weird just being so flat. So what if that was switched to spruce there? Maybe a shape like that. How does that look? Now I'm thinking it's too thick, so what if we switch these out for slabs? Yeah, I think slabs look a lot better. So that's why it's important to experiment with your builds. Just try things out, swap blocks, swap pallets, until you get something you like. It may take a while, but you'll know when you see it. But sometimes you just try something and it's not working out like this top here. How would that look? That's not bad. I kind of like that. Now I have to figure out what to do here because I don't want this to be a full block, but if I don't put a block there, we got a weird gap. Now another problem you have to avoid is over detailing. You can see we got a lot of detail right in this corner, a lot of horizontal lines, a lot of vertical lines, and it may look too busy. Sometimes you can get away with it if it's not a place you'll often be looking towards or it's more tucked away in a corner, but since we'll be running down here, this will often be in your camera's view, so I'll have to go in and simplify it a little bit. And it may be as simple as just removing a line. Like, honestly, I think that's in it. I might add just a stone button back there just to break up that little flatness, but I think that did it, honestly. So yeah, that just shows how important experimenting is, especially when it comes to more organic shapes like this, where the shape of it can really make or break the design. With certain types of buildings, there's definitely some experimentation you can do. For example, we experimented with the types of terracotta there. Or in this roof, we have a mixture of dirt, wool, there's a chest there even, all sorts of stuff to kind of break it up, and a little bit of experimentation went into that. This one's a lot more random, so you can get away with it. Plus, it's the roof, so you're not going to be looking at it too much. But something like a mine shaft where, let's say it's too flat, like that wall, obviously looks bad. But if it's too detailed and you can't really make out distinctive shapes, definitely ruins the design too. But with that, we've reached the end of the video. Hopefully you guys learned a couple tips, and if you did, do feel free to show your support by leaving a like on the video and subscribing if you haven't already. We will see ya next video. Ta-ta!